So the drama between Palas, aka Chicco Twala, and Longwe Twala versus Advocate Therefore is never ending. Okay, it's never ending. I'm going to read you a text message that Longwe apparently wrote to his dad. It is hilarious, but I will read it as is. Hi, Dad. Funda, Tembi, Funda. Here goes. Hi, Dad. When I met Therefore in prison, I never said any of the stuff written in the letter that you have just forwarded to me. How would I tell him or anybody such nonsense? He is taking advantage of my drug addiction. He is taking advantage of his dagamiso addiction by writing this nonsensical stuff, and I am going to expose him next week when I return from rehab. My understanding is someone in rehab does not have access to their phone, but you know what? Asikulapo, we are neither here or there. Let me stop digressing. Let me continue. Nothing in this document is the truth, and I will certainly expose this evil man. This man is a devil, Dad. Clearly, this document was drafted by him, and I wish God can punish him for... What kind of punishment is that, Longwe? I mean, that's some strong use of language there. Wow. For someone in rehab, I don't know what the rehab program entails, but this is giving some very strong language. It goes on and says, this devil guy certainly works for the devil, Dad. Hence he is protecting SENZO's killers. Mr. Devil just want to be famous and relevant. Hence he wrote this nonsensical letter that suit his agenda. I'm going to read that again and tell you why I paused. Everywhere else the English was flowing. Okay, the English was Englishing. It was going English, Model C English. It was nice. And then we get here. Mr. Devil just want to. Mr. Devil, it's supposed to be Mr. Devil just wants to be famous and relevant. Hence he wrote this nonsensical letter that suit his agenda. It's supposed to be suits his agenda, plural. And that is where, ladies and gentlemen, I paused and said he did not write this. Not that I am speaking on behalf of Longwe. I don't know him, okay, from above, so I don't have a dog in this fight. But it's not make sure, okay? It is not make sure. But let's continue on. It goes on to say, he is just too desperate, Dad, and he will not succeed. I know you and I are not in good terms, but I promised to come clean and fight back. I'm now clean from, the substances that we cannot mention. I'm now clean from those substances, Dad, and I promise not to mess up this time. Kind regards, Longwe. Now, I need you to remind me, when you write a WhatsApp message to your parents, mother or father, do you write kind regards, Longwe? Do you write kind regards and then your name? Why is there kind regards here? This is someone who's used to working in the office, used to the kind regard lingo, who's used to working in corporate. And then they forgot that no, they were drafting a father-son letter. Yeah, and then bada boom, bada bam, kind regards, Longwe. This is hilarious. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. This, it's a WhatsApp message, was brought to you, compliments of Patricia Mashale. So we got to give credit to Patricia Mashale. I told you in the video before, if Patricia sees it, she's going to talk about it. And then somebody left a comment and said, who said Patricia is innocent? And I was left so confused. I asked myself, innocent from what? I'm talking about a maternal test and you're talking about innocence. Focus. Okay? Stay within the bars of the story we're talking about. I don't know what else you're talking about. But yeah, let me end it right here. So let me know your thoughts on this family drama. Is it family drama? Family feud? Why would Longwe write this? I'm just trying to understand the context. But what is even more hilarious for me is that WhatsApp message, I think I'm going to put it here on the screen. It says, Chicco Twala, when you save your father as a contact, do you save your father as Chicco Twala? Or you save your father as dad, daddy, anything but Chicco Twala? That is hilarious though. That stands out to me. But I'm gonna, let me screenshot this and do the red pen gang and highlight the parts that stand out to me, because why is he saved as Chicco Twala without a profile picture? So this again is unverified that it is actually him, but we will wait and see. We will wait and see. So I'm recording the rest of this audio a little bit later, and my voice, I'm so sorry for my voice. My voice has decided, I'm coming down with something, so I apologize if I sound a little bit too hoarse than I usually do. But okay, so I wanted to complete this audio and say, wow, that is Longwe Twala's alleged letter to a dear daddy, dearest. And the letter says, "Hi, Dad." And it ends with "kind regards." And for that reason, if I was a judge, this evidence would not be entered into the record. But it's because it does not comply with father-son etiquette, okay? When in writing, never in any instant heard of such gibberish. So now the question becomes, who wrote this letter? What is the intent? Because I have a feeling that, Daddy loves public opinion and never takes anything to court. Because let me let the public know and tell them that there is no confession from Longwe that he did when he was in prison with advocate. Therefore, that never happened. It never happened. Certainly not my son. So let me confuse the people. Let me confuse the population. And let me go ahead and, put this out into the world. Okay? I don't know. That's just how I interpret things right now. And then. So Longwe is back in rehab. Okay? He loves to put out that information. That's why I'm assuming it is Daddy Dearest, who is the one who tells us the most whenever they get a chance to get a mic that Longwe is in rehab. I've taken Longwe to rehab 24 times. And Tony, it is Daddy Dearest. I've never heard Longwe do an interview and say, well, when I went to rehab. That's one thing. And secondly, what kind of rehab allows people to have cell phones? I never heard of it. But I'm going to end this video right here.
Well, it's not easy as a parent, because these are my kids and I love them. They know that I love them very much. Hence, I did everything I could to assist them. And me taking this action does not mean that I hate them. It's just that, especially the elder one, Longwe, I want him to learn a lesson, because to me it looks like one person wants to learn the harder way. The younger one, Chicco Twala Jr., I think it's the first time that he got arrested. It's the first time that me and him having these issues. I don't know how he collaborated with Longwe for him to actually be in the situation that he's in now. But when I heard from the helper who's a witness, he says the main culprit is Longwe. Chicco was just trying to protect his brother, because you know how siblings are. So unfortunately, I had to take action on both of them. But the helper says Longwe is the culprit.
Times were that he was struggling with substance abuse?
Not at all. Like I said, that he started when he was 18 years old. And then today he's still taking drugs. I mean, more than 22 years. I've seen people having those issues, and then they come back to their senses and they stop. But with him, nothing has actually changed. He always lies. He's lying every single day. He's lying. No, I've stopped going back and all that. So I think I've reached a point that, enough is enough. I'd rather see him serving time in prison than see him suffer in the streets. He didn't tell me. Longwe has never carried a gun in his entire life.
And how do you feel as a parent to open a case against your child? It must be hard. How do you feel?
Look, I opened the case not because of the SENZO MEYIWA matter. Even if SENZO was still alive, if my son is in a situation that he's in now, I will definitely open a case. It's got nothing to do with SENZO. Even if SENZO was alive, I think what is happening now with my son will definitely happen. I opened those charges because of the pain that I'm feeling as a parent. I've taken necessary steps to try and assist my son, but my son does not want to change. I took him to Rehab more than 30 times. I did everything as a parent. I've actually asked people for help and all that. My son does not want to change. Tomorrow is okay, today is okay, tomorrow is not. Hence I decided no, that after actually losing my stuff in the studio and clothes and all that, I decided no, let me actually rather have him arrested.
Do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear that? Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts regarding that. But one thing that stood out in a continuation from our video. What a day. A lot is up in the air, but I want to definitely hear from you before 10 a.m. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload.